Coming up, I will be discussing websites and the lack of accessibility features within these websites and my thoughts on this topic. Also, I will be discussing games on the Xbox and my thoughts on accessible games within the Microsoft Store. So stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone. I am your host, Disable Gamer. Welcome back to another good episode. So today I will be discussing, like I said, websites. So what do I mean by websites? So I suppose this goes back to my previous podcast. So on my previous podcast, I was talking about the new flight simulator from Microsoft and if it's worth the price of the game. Um, so I made a complaint to Microsoft describing the issue I had within their game. And I suppose it was really awkward to do, to be honest with you. First of all, I had to go to Microsoft website, their website. That was easy. There was nothing to do with it. That was simple. A baby could do that. Simple. But I suppose the difficulty was when I got into the website, I didn't know where to go to put in a request or a complaint or any type of issue. I had to ask ChatGPT what I was looking for. Finally, I saw what I was looking for. I got into I got into the part of their website where you make a complaint or a request. So when I did this, it asked me to sign in. So that's fine. And that could be an issue for people who find it difficult to sign in, to be honest. For me, it was okay. So when I signed in, that's when the problem started. And it asked me a couple of questions. One of the questions was which platform were you on? So for me, it was the Xbox. Where you bought the game from? So for me, Microsoft Store on the Xbox. And then it brought me to another list. When I opened the list, it gave me a couple of topics, or it gave me a couple of choices. So one of the choices was bug reports. The other one was technical issues. So issues with the game, or it can be hardware issues. This is where the issue lies. Because for me, I had a specific issue wrong with the game and my joystick. I could not map certain buttons to my joystick because it wouldn't work. The mapping was there. I could save the mapping, but when I went back to play the game, it would not work for me. So it was a specific issue. So I found this really, really awkward and really unnecessary to have, to be honest with you. Because, like, when you have a specific issue, how do you know what to select in the list they give you? Um, anyway, I found what I was looking for, but it took me about, I say, good 20 minutes to actually figure figure it out. So I suppose the comparison, sorry, to compare it to another game, I play No Man's Sky, developed by Hello Games. So, No Man's Sky is a general concept. It's a universe where you get to discover different creatures, different plants, and different worlds. And also you get to travel to different galaxies within No Man's Sky's universe. Um, really good game. Really good game, though, I have to say. They came on, like, when they first released No Man's Sky, it was okay. It wasn't the best. And then it just went downhill from there. But I have to say, they really outdone themselves this time around. It's much better. Much. So, for those who's looking for a space adventure game, please go with No Man's Sky. It's excellent. You get hours of fun from it. And the fun never stops. No, really doesn't. Anyway, so all this. So, we know with No Man's Sky, there's a good amount of combat in it. So, ground combat and space combat. Now, with the space combat, they implemented a function which allows you to auto aim. So auto lock it's called. I think it's called auto lock. So it locks on to your target automatically. So you don't have to, which is really handy, really useful. But saying all this, when it comes to the ground combat, it doesn't. You're not able to auto lock. So I wasn't pissed off with this. I was just, I was wondering why this was the case. Anyway, when I went into ChatGPT and I asked ChatGPT how I could contact Hello Games to make a request, not a complaint but a request. So I suppose this was a lot easier because one reason ChatGPT told me that I could contact them through their email address by my Gmail account, which I could email them without having to go through a tedious process of filling out a form, and it was a lot more simpler. All I had to do was make up my letter or my email and um just send them over an email to my Gmail account. Now I don't understand why Microsoft, a huge company, a really famous company, can't do the same thing. I mean, to be honest, this is the interesting thing about it. No Man's Sky, Hello Games, and the company, they're not really big. They're still a really small company. But Microsoft, on the other hand, is a huge company. So why don't they implement this? Why can't Microsoft implement what Hello Games have done already? You know, this makes a lot of sense. This will make a lot of sense for a lot of people. It make it a lot easier for people. If you could just make up what's your issue or what problem you have with the game, or even a request like I had, and just send it off by an email using your Gmail account or whatever email service you are using. Um, this is a mystery to me, it really is. So, but like, to say all this, um, websites aren't the only ones with this problem. Microsoft, Xbox actually does still have this issue when it comes to accessible features. If you go on to the game store on Xbox, under the listing you will have accessibility in games listed there. And I was like, oh great, that's excellent, that's really good, that's brilliant. So I went onto it, and I'm not impressed at all, to be honest. A good couple. Okay, I will give you an example. I went down to one game to see the accessible options within that game. It gave me a list, and under the list, it was there was one particular accessible feature, and I'm using quotes air quotes at the moment. That to me wasn't accessible. It didn't follow the accessibility at all. It was um possible, so you could pause the game and come back to it. So that meant you could turn off your Xbox and come back to the game later on, and it would return. It would continue where you left off. Now that to me isn't an accessible feature. Like to me, accessibility means helping someone play the game. How does this help anyone actually play the game? It doesn't. So, like, I was a bit confused, and to be honest, a little bit pissed off with this also. I didn't understand how that helped anyone, and I still don't want to just say. I have to say, and another thing I have to say is, games that aren't on that list. Like, I'm playing the one at the moment called, Saints Row, the new Saints Row. that has a shitload of options, accessible features within it. It has a load of accessible features in it. And better yet, it has accessible features for blind, let's say, blind players. It has accessible features for uh, motor control. So if you have a lack of fine motor control, it has features like that. So like me, I can only play with one hand, and it has options for me also. So like that to me, that game should have been on the list, and it was not. It wasn't. So like Microsoft really needs to get their act together, big time. I think they have a saying on every game, underneath every game. They have a saying, and it goes like this: when we all play, we all win. So which they're trying to point out the fact that all games are meant to be played by everyone, disabled and able-bodied alike, but yet they can't actually put in the time to actually review these games accessible features. Like I understand it's not Microsoft's issue about the game companies. The game companies are making the games. Microsoft isn't, but it is up to Microsoft to look at these games accessible features, and I honestly think that Microsoft should have a policy saying that games need to have a number of accessible features before they will allow it on their platform. I honestly do not think this. Now, saying that, if they came out with this, they they might lose a bit of money from this, but like honestly, in today's age, we are disabled gamers as well. We play games as well. Shouldn't we have the same opportunities as everyone else? So that's my opinion on the matter. I'm going to finish up here, but I would love to hear your own opinion on this matter. Please comment and please like. And I have to say, I have a good couple of subscribers at the moment, and I'm so happy for that. So everyone's listening, thank you very much as well. It's thanks for the support, all the support. So yeah, I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you.